If God is completely good and he has all the power in the universe, why is the world such a heartbreaking mess sometimes? It's the question that keeps us up at night when we look at cancer, war, and that deep down ache we all carry. Before we dive into the heavy theology, let's look at this like a story. Imagine you are a brilliant inventor who wants someone to love and share your life with, so you build a robot named RoboBob. You program RoboBob to say, "I love you," every morning at 7 a.m. to brew your coffee perfectly and to agree with every single one of your opinions. At first, it feels great to have a friend who never argues, but pretty soon, you realize something is missing. RoboBob doesn't actually love you. He's just running lines of code. For love to mean absolutely anything at all, it has to be a choice rather than a command. That is the catch. For someone to have the genuine choice to say yes to love, they fundamentally must have the freedom to say no. Without that exit door, the yes is just a script. According to the Bible, God didn't want a cosmic terrarium full of compliant little action figures. He wanted a real family. He wanted a love that was genuine, messy, and most importantly, chosen. So he gave humanity the greatest, heaviest, and most dangerous gift imaginable: free will. He handed us the keys to a perfect world and basically said, take care of it, take care of each other, and trust me. Now, spoiler alert, we didn't exactly follow the instruction manual. In the book of Genesis, the story tells us that humanity decided we wanted to be our own gods and make our own rules. We took that brand new car God gave us and drove it straight into a ditch. When humanity chose to separate from God, the actual source of life and light, the shadows began to creep in. Think of it like turning off a heater in the middle of winter. The cold isn't something someone created, it's just what happens when the heat is gone. When we pushed God's design away, the whole world fractured. That fracture brought both moral evil, the terrible things people do to each other, and natural evil, which is a physical world that is now broken, leading to disease and natural disasters. You might ask, well, if I were God, I'd just zap all the evil out of the world right now. But here is a terrifying thought. If God decided to eradicate all evil from the earth tonight at midnight, would any of us still be here at 12:01 a.m.? We tend to think of evil as just the really bad guys on the news. But if God is perfectly just, he has to deal with the selfishness and pride in all of us. The Bible suggests he is actually being incredibly patient. The most incredible part is that God didn't just sit in heaven shaking his head. He stepped into the wreckage through Jesus, who didn't just offer an explanation for suffering, he became a participant in it. We are essentially living in the middle of a movie where the villain looks like he's winning, but the credits haven't rolled. The Bible promises that one day the inventor will fix every broken part and wipe away every tear.